So this last week, President Biden came out with a so-called plan to deal with inflation. But what the plan consisted of basically was more blame shifting and finger pointing instead of acknowledging that what really has caused inflation, as the leader pointed out, was the $2 trillion tax and spending spree that the Democrats passed last year on a straight party line, partisan basis. And you would think that after having had that experience that they wouldn't want to double down, because even at that time you had liberal economists. A lot of us were telling them, warning them that this was going to flood the zone with a lot of spending and dollars out there, and that it would add to the inflationary fires, which it has. And so we've seen now record inflation, the highest inflation in 40 years, record gas prices, which are hitting consumers' pocketbooks every day. And even though the president and his team may talk about job growth and wage growth isn't keeping up with inflation, meaning that people in this country are getting a de facto pay cut because of inflation. So what is the solution to that? Well, the Democrats, they're still trying to revive discussions about the so-called Build Back Better bill, the $5 trillion tax and spending spree, which would be the exact opposite prescription if you were trying to combat inflation. So I'm hopeful that there is going to be at least one wise and thoughtful Democrat out there that will put the brakes on and stop this reckless idea of spending another $5 trillion and start bringing some common sense to how we combat and deal with the issue of inflation, to include an energy policy. Gas prices are exploding, and they are driving a lot of the inflation. And if there's anything that gets the American people's attention, it's the price for a gallon of gas. And this administration ought to figure that out and realize that the way to solve this problem is to allow American energy producers to get off the sidelines, back in the game, and start producing energy right here in the United States, and all of the above strategy that makes America energy independent and takes those pressures off of the gas prices that are literally crushing the pocketbooks of the American people.